Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by Texas Beef House. Today we continue to build our perfect college football team. It's time for the specialists. Okay, we're talking kickers, we're talking punters, we're talking returners, we're talking long snappers. And you're damn right I found a long snapper. By the way, use promo code 365sports at texasbeefhouse.com and bid on beef for the auction this week and get $25 off of your order. So that's going to be a great deal for you. Jack and I are going to be in that auction this week. We missed out last time, not this time. This time, we're going to win some meat. Let's get into it. Long snapper. Yeah, I found him. I was dared to yesterday by everyone in this room that I couldn't find a long snapper. Well, guess what? There's an award for long snappers called the Patrick Manley Award, named after the longtime Bears long snapper. And I picked Luke Elkin of Iowa. You know why? Because where else would a long snapper be great but Iowa? Fundamentals are the most important thing. We're taking Luke Elkin of Iowa as our long snapper. Look at that form right there. I need to say nothing else about this because I found one. Next up, kick returner, Zachariah Branch from USC. 24 kick returns last year, had one return touchdown, but his average was fantastic. He was a big part of that. Like this year, you'll expect to see him a lot at wide receiver and at running back as well. He's kind of a jack-of-all-trades player, but an excellent kick returner who, look, if I am making my perfect college football team, Zachariah Branch is my kick returner. Big playability anytime he touches the ball. And if they go to the NFL kickoff rule in the next year, I think he would be even more lethal his true junior season for the Trojans. Punt returner. The best in the country last year at Florida Atlantic, at least the best returning returner, so to speak. Lajohntay of Colorado. He's at Florida Atlantic last year. He's with the Buffs this year. He's a receptions machine, but he's also a fantastic punt returner. He can do a lot of things. This is going to make a huge difference for the Buffs this year if they can rotate him in there. Travis Hunter will obviously get some of that as well. But Lajohntay should probably be their punt returner because he's better at it than anybody they have on their roster right now. And he should be fun to watch with Coach Prime and the Buffs. Punter. Alex Mastromanno from Florida State. Yes, I love him like a son, even though he is a punter. But he's fantastic. Big leg, huge average, Australian, mullet. What's not to love about this guy? Big ripped dude too. He's kind of like those old school, like Darren Bennett punters in the NFL. Can get huge average, is good on kickoffs too when he does that. Absolutely a weapon for your team because he can cough and corner anybody and has punts like when you're deep in your own territory, can flip the field for you and has gotten better each and every year in Tallahassee. And finally, our kicker. I mean, who's the perfect college football kicker? Well, the one that you have to steal, right? Graham Nicholson at Bama. He was at Miami, Ohio last year. Well, his coach was not too happy with Kalen DeBoer and said, Alabama stole the kicker right off our roster, to which Kalen DeBoer's like, we didn't steal anybody. We made him an offer and he came here of his own volition. And so if you're going to steal a kicker at Alabama, if Alabama is going to steal you, and I'm not saying they did, I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not taking sides in this argument. But if a kicker is going to create a beef between coaches, then that kicker is on my damn team. I'm telling you right now. Plus, he's really good. He was the best in the country last year at Miami, Ohio, the most efficient kicker, big leg, and now he's going to get a chance to do that in the SEC. So if I'm building the perfect college football team, I'm taking a kicker who you're willing to steal. I think that that's something. I don't know. I like the Ocean's 11 intrigue here that, Kalen DeBoer just walked in there with 10 of his buddies and walked out with the kicker at Miami, Ohio. That's going to do it for this Top 5. Tomorrow, the coaching staff of the perfect college football team. This is 365 Sports.